Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Cafu flashes it across, and he's managed to get rid. In with the challenge, and that's put paid to a promising move. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Oh, this is a... Hullet! Rude Hullet! That is just a piece of art!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Ibrahimovic! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's Dembele. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's being shifted off it. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Palmer. Pelé, looking for the run. Now it's Hullet. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Vieira.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Yaya Toure.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, easy pickings there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Thinks about the shot. Yaya Toure. Pele. And it's Nedved. Now it's Hullet. Great defending, strong and determined. Pele. Pele conjures time and space where few can. This might spell danger. Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pele. And it's Nedved. And here's Dembele. Nedved. Oh, that's a fine interception. Cafu. Driving forward. Just eases him off the ball.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Thuram does well to get it back. And that is going out for a goal kick. Can he get it through? Yaya Toure. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's Nedved. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Searching pass he's played there. That is good alertness. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Cafu. And that interception was most necessary. He's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Nedved. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Looking for options for movement. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Palmer.
So who's he going to be aiming for here?
Bale. Coming on the field, number 27, Morgan Rogers.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here. Shapes to shoot! It's in! Manchester United are back on level terms. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Ibrahimovic looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Has crossed into the middle, and that should get the job done. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Vieira. Referee's given a throw. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there. Roberto Carlos. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cafu. Cross into the box. He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 19, Messi. Coming on the field, number 20.
Manchester United will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Gattuso. Mbappe. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's intervened well there.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pass somewhat off target. Pele. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Cleared away.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest. Climbs up big! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
And he's forced to go back. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Just 5 minutes left. Cafu. Now that looks a decent ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's a good run down the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got full. Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Certain, searing, and imperious.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Manchester United complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Played back in, and he welcomes it in. Pele! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
There it is, everyone. Now big up for our players.
Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential. So,
and the shots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vieira. Not the most accurate pass. And he's in. It's Pele! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And that interception was most necessary.
he read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Palmer. Manchester United, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's really well manoeuvred. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for the run. Picked out brilliantly. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved. Short changes him with that pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Pelé. Yaya Toure. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. And it's Nedved. And he's gone backward here. Palmer. Messi. Looking to play him in. Now it's Pelé. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Palmer. Vieira. And the counter is on. Roberto Carlos. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Played down the flank. Pelé. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Dembele. Oh, that's superb. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Aimed beyond the defence. Nedved. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dida getting this one clear. Nedved cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And no, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos. Out to the right. Pelé providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Cafu. Hullet. Oh, that's a key interception. Ferdinand. Thuram. Palmer. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure can so cleverly bypass the press. He's tried one! It's hit the upright, and he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cafu plays it in. Pele.
This is the time you need that pace.
Vieira. He's a sharp little ball here. Threads one in. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 13, Palmer. Number 19.
Vieira clears it away.
Number 25.
Great vision. And this is Iniesta. Manchester United are looking to go forward now.
Morgan Rogers. Number 21. Pele.
And that has put paid to that.
20, Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitution in progress.
Iniesta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ibrahimovic. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he's there to belt it away. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Yaya Toure. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Just eases him off the ball, cleared without complication. Now that looks a decent ball. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 6, Roberto Carlos. Number 8, Cafu. Coming on the field, number 5, Bale. Number 24.
That has been knocked clear.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's crossed into the middle. And here's the chance to counter. Played out towards the right wing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Real chance! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And this is Bale! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And it's Neymar. Gets to show off his quick feet. Iniesta. Iniesta goes steaming forward. Vieira.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. And there's green grass ahead of him. Cleared without hesitation. Eto'o. Iniesta. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Plenty to aim. And the finish! And the ball's come loose here. That is ended up in no man's land. He's going for goal! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
Let's hope for better luck.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not.